Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is YesterGames, and today we are back with another installment in my WWE 2k18 Caw showcase series. We have finished all of the male superstars that will be going after the Impact Pro Wrestling World Championship, currently held by Beast, and the Impact Pro Wrestling Television Championship, currently held by Jackson Wright. Now we're getting into all of the tag teams, from the Warriors to the Alliance to Team Respect to the Spark Brothers to Death Bounty. We're going to cover all of them. Now, before we get started, two quick things I want to note. First, I did not recreate elements of the Storm this year. I really didn't like how they came out last year. They came out pretty decent, and it was good to make them because I got to experiment a little bit, but I didn't really like them enough to recreate them this year. I was planning on it, and then I thought about it, and it's just like, I just don't want to. I just really didn't want to create them, so I didn't. No lightning and no thunder this year. We're just going to forget they ever existed. Also, Impact Pro Wrestling will be starting absolutely on the 1st of February. I don't want to put off any more time. Now, that being said, you guys can probably guess that I'm not going to be able to get all of the women done before February 1st. It's the 20th for me, so I have basically a week and a half to get whatever I need done. And there's, I believe, like 20 women. There might be 21 women on the IPW female roster, and I don't think I have time for that in a week and a half. I just don't have that time. Now, that being said, I will still create the women. They just will have their episodes be uploaded after IPW start. I'm not sure when. Just know that they will be coming out. I'm not going to forget about the women. A5 will still be created with her 5th degree knee. Holly Rage will still come into play with her Rage Bomb. Charlotte Champ will still come in. Cassidy Quinn, Jessica Sabin, Megan Martinez, Hardcore Hana. All of these women will still be in IPW. They just will show up later. I'm not gonna really try to waste too much time. They're just gonna show up after its re-debut. So that is it for me. That's it for the intro, at least. I hope you guys can remember that. I'll remind you guys all of it before we end. And now that we're done with all of the intro stuff, all of the basic stuff, let's get into the video. And we're going to start this video out with the Impact Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, current reigning and defending Tag Team Champions, if I may add, the Warriors. Starting off with one half of that tag team, this is Jay Bennett. Here's what he looks like. Jay Bennett being the powerhouse of the tag team, along with his partner Xavier Blake. Do want to point this out. Now, I did give Jay Bennett his same solo finishing move, which is the terminating spike that the game calls it. I actually don't know what the move is called in wrestling terminology. I can't remember what it's called. I can describe it, but I don't think I'm going to do that because it's going to be a very bad description. And that terminating spike is going to be called the Path of the Warrior. And I gave them the same tag team finishing move as I did last year, which is the Shatter Machine, which, if you've ever seen the Revival, you'll know what that is. Basically a Flapjack Codebreaker combination. Pretty nice move. Alright, so here is Jay Bennett, zooming in on the face just a little bit. Just a little bit. You guys can see, give him the same haircut as last year. So I just like that haircut. I just thought it looked good. You have to see the muscular physique, wrist and finger tape. I'm really talking about there. Looking at the tights, does have Bennett on the back of them, and I couldn't find my the Warrior logo that I had last year, the Spartan helmet one. I just couldn't get it this year, and I couldn't find anything that I really liked on CC that worked for a blue and gold attire. So I had to improvise with in-game logos, and this is what I had to use. Which, it's not a bad thing by any means, because it is a nice logo. It's the Randy Orton Viper logo that he had when he came back. I think this is what he had when he was doing things with the Wyatt family. And it was Randy Orton of the Wyatts. So I had to use this one. I do like it. I feel like it gives a more vicious tone, a more vicious look to the Warriors. Here we have the knee pads and boots. Not really to talk about there. Now, I did give both Bennett and Blake tank tops for their entrance attire, so here's the first one. Still the same Viper logo. Then on the back it just says Bennett and Blake. Obviously Jay Bennett, Xavier Blake, the Warriors, the current reigning and defending tag team champions. Now moving on to the second attire. Here we go. I wanted to do this last year, give them a red attire. I felt like red just was something else they needed. Because you guys know that I normally give everybody 2 attires. Although I never sat down to do it. I think I was like really busy trying to get IPW out, so I never like had time to really update attires. I think I uploaded one video last year about updated attires for I think Jack Smith in that video and Jacob Buck and like maybe 2 or 3 other people, but there wasn't really a whole lot in that one. That was like the seclusion. There were only a couple guys that updated attire, and that was kind of it. And since I got to create them this year, I got to give them the attire that I wanted last year. A nice red attire, looking good. Wrist tape, not too much different. Elbow pad. New tights. So I was able to get a Spartan helmet logo, although, like I said, it doesn't work with the red and gold. Not the red and gold. I'm sorry, the blue and gold that I have for the first attire. So since it was red, put it on the second attire, and it just looks just as nice. I still like it. Got the devil horns coming out of it. I took out the Bennett on the butt. No more on that. And I had some kind of idea while I was using these scratches here, and I have no idea what that idea is. I don't know why. I completely forgot what my idea was for why these scratches need to be here, but I want to keep them here because I just like them now. They just look good. It's really hard to find good scratches for some reason. Here are the boots and the knee pads. Not really to talk about right there. And here is the tank top for the entrance attire for the second attire. Spartan helmet with the devil horns coming out of it with a scratch across one of the eyes. Well, the eye hole, I guess. Then on the back, it just says the Warriors. Of course, the Warriors being Xavier Blake and Jay Bennett, current reigning and defending tag team champions. And I did already mention that I did give Jay Bennett the same solo finishing move that I gave him last year, the Terminating Spike, which is to be called Path of the Warrior. And as a tag team, the same finisher, the Shadow Machine, the Flapjack Codebreaker combination. So that is it for Jay Bennett. I think he came out pretty well this year. I like how he came out. Now that's it for Jay. Now let's move on to his tag team partner, his partner in crime, his fellow warrior. Let's move on to Xavier Blake. Alright guys, so here is Xavier Blake. Other half of the Warriors, other half of the reigning and defending Impact Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Blue, black, and gold attire here. Here we got the nice wrist tape. And we got this nice sword thing right here. Now, while I was looking on CC trying to find something to replace the Spartan logo that I had last year that I couldn't find, and I ended up using the Viper logo, I found the sword logo that I like, because I figured sword, warrior, goes together. But obviously, could say just an outline. I figured it would still be good as a tattoo, so I used it for Xavier Blake. No guts, no glory. I think that's a Berserker sword. Here's his face right here. I give him green eye for some reason, but whatever. Here we go with Xavier Blake. Gold tights right here with a nice blue line, and here we go. Still the Viper logo right there. Pretty much the same. Instead of Bennett on the back, because this is not Bennett, here we have Blake. Good thing about Blake is that Blake has like the perfect number of letters. Got BL on one side, KE on the other, and then the A dead in the center to connect it all. Unlike Bennett, where it's kind of off. I think I have BENN on the left side, and then ETT on the right. So it's off numerically, but it's not like a huge deal. It's just good that Blake has like those perfect number of letters. Here we got the nice boots and knee pads. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And just like I did with Jay Bennett, the tank top is on Xavier Blake as well. Blake and Bennett, Xavier Blake, Jay Bennett, the tag team champions. I might delete the tank tops just because I've seen their entrance together, and because they're champions, it looks kind of weird with the championships like hovering over the tank tops. I might delete the tank tops for that, but I don't know, haven't decided on it yet. So here is Xavier Blake's second attire, the red, black, and white attire. Changed up the upper body, wrist slash finger slash forearm tape a little bit with an elbow pad this time around. Not looking too bad. Moving down here, we got these nice tights here, AJ Styles tights, which you guys know I love because I use them so much. Still don't remember what these scratches are for. Still like them though. And we still got the red devil horn Spartan helmet right here on that leg. Still looking pretty nice. Going down here, got the nice boots. Nothing on the boots for Xavier or Jay. There's just nothing to put there. I probably could have put Warrior there, or I could have put something similar, but I don't know. It's just nothing really needed to go there. So unlike Jay has the Warriors written on the back of his tank top. Xavier has nothing written here. He just has the devil horn Spartan helmet coming out right on that chest. And I did give him the same finisher as I did last year, the back suplex into a face buster, which is basically a back suplex finishing up with a face buster in the form of a knee to the face. So it's basically a back suplex GTS. Looks nice though. And for Xavier Blake, that finishing move is to be called the Warrior's Right. Nice right there. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the Warriors. Hope you guys like them. That's it for Xavier Blake. That's it for Jay Bennett. That's it for the Warriors, the current reigning and defending Impact Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And now let's move on to our next tag team. We're going to move from the Warriors and we're going to move on to the Spark Brothers, Jeff and Riley Sparks. Alright guys, so let's move on to the Spark Brothers. Let's move on to Jeff and Riley Sparks. Starting out with Jeff Sparks. Now, something to notice about Jeff Sparks this year is that his finishing move is different. Last year, it was the powerbomb lung blower. A powerbomb turned into a double knees to the back. Now, it was a good finishing move. It was called the Spark of Life. However, I thought that it looked a little bit weird in context because it didn't fit with Riley Sparks and their tag team finishing move. Their tag team finishing move was the super kick and the knee strike combination, the DIY finishing move. And I didn't think that made too much sense because the knee strike that Jeff delivered was more of a powerbomb than a knee strike. So I thought, okay, so if I want to make it work, I want to keep the finishing move of the tag team, I have to give him a knee strike. Now what DLC character uses knee strikes a lot? What New Japan guy has a move that uses knee strikes a lot? I know he's an elite. I know he's technically not in the game, but there is that one move that closely resembles him. And I did get the DLCs. All of them. So, instead of the Spark of Life, the Powerbomb Lung Blower, let me give you a close-up of Jeff's face while I'm talking about it. Instead of giving him the Spark of Life, the Powerbomb Lung Blower, I instead decided to give him that Ripcord Knee Strike, the Kingslayer, as I think the game specifically called it. I've never heard Michael Cole say that, or Byron Saxton, or Corey Graves ever say Kingslayer. I just heard the Seth knee. But I think we all know it's the V trigger. We all know I'm talking about the V trigger here, Kenny Omega. We all know I'm talking about the V trigger. So that is the finishing move, that his new finishing move. If you haven't guessed what it's called a Get Sparked. Retrospect kind of sounds very similar to the term Get Lit, but it's not. It's Get Sparked. I think my idea was going for that. When he delivers that ripcord knee, he pulls you back, and he suckers you in. He just delivers that knee. That is the last thing you're gonna see before you black out, because that knee hits hard. Especially when Kenny does it. That knee looks really deadly when Kenny does it, which is why I like it so much. I thought it worked out, and I do like how it really looks. I love how it looks in game. So here's the attire, guys. You guys can see more of it. I'm also going to mention that his signature move is the blackout. The blackout is not what we saw on Raw last week, where Seth Rollins delivered the curb stomp to Finn Balor. The blackout in this game it's a striking combination that Aleister Black uses, and it ends with a knee strike, which is just a bonus to me. So here are those logos right here. A lot of New Day logos being present in this attire. And yes, that is the knee that he will deliver when he delivers the Get Sparked, and I just love how it looks. And I think it really works with Jeff Sparks as a tag team guy too. Plus it makes the tag team finishing move look nice as well. Plus nice boots. Nice boots. Don't use those old boots a lot. Now Jeff Sparks is the shirt wearing one out of the two. Riley Sparks being the jacket wearing one. So you guys can expect jackets on Riley Sparks and t-shirts on Jeff Sparks. I do like how Jeff Sparks came out this year. Now last year I made Jeff Sparks thinking that Riley Sparks kind of needed a brother, and it was nice to have, but they didn't really work out too well. But I think I really like how they're looking out this year. And you guys can see Riley Sparks in a minute. But I do like how they're looking out. So the first attire is a little bit more based upon, they're still a tag team, but they're also solo guys that can do their own solo thing. The second attire, it's really focusing on the Spark Brothers as a unit, as a tag team. On the trunks, and instead of saying Get Sparked, on the trunks it says the Spark Brothers. Nice blink. I said blink. Nice blue, pink, and black color scheme. I like it. I think it looks really nice. Nice bicep band right here. Get Sparked. Still, that knee will always be the one that will stick out. It's the colorful one. Looks pretty nice. I put on some nice socks here because you guys know I don't like that weird skin difference between knee pads and boots. So I put on these nice socks that I think really make it pop a little bit more. Nice color to it. And here is the shirt, which just says Get Sparked. Of course, the name of the finishing move, that ripcord knee, the V trigger, the Kingslayer, the Seth Rollins knee, whatever you want to call it. I didn't mention it, but you guys could probably see that he does have that Witcher wolf tattoo on his back. I think it looks nice. I think he came out really well. Came out really well. I like how he looks. I like him more than last year, exactly. Alright, so this is Jeff Sparks with his new finishing move, the Get Sparked, the ripcord knee. Now let's move on to his brother, his partner in crime, his tag team partner. Let's move on to Riley Sparks. Alright guys, so here we have Riley Sparks. Gave him a new haircut this year. Give him the Finn Balor haircut. I think it looks pretty good. Like how that turned out. Earring, which I don't think I've given a whole lot of guys this year. I think I've forgotten about the piercings part of the creation. But gave him a piercing this year. Same facial hair, I think. A little bit more fluffy there on the chin. A little bit more hair on the chinny chin, but overall pretty much the same. Facial hair wise, at least. Now, something that I did like about Riley Sparks last year that I only had on one attire was the tassels. The tassels on his boots. 'Cause it looked really, really good when he would deliver his finishing move, the super kick. I just liked how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he delivered it. I like how they moved when he deli I only had it on one attire last year, and I always forgot to change it. But since I had time this year, I went and said, you know, let's do tassels on both attires. Let's do double tassels, and that's exactly what we did. You did the tassels. They're a little bit more. They have more volume than the other tassels, but I like them. They look really good. Obviously, just like Jeff Sparks, the first attire is red, yellow, and black. Christian tights, so going around the border, it does say Super Kick City, which is his finishing move, the Super Kick. I gave him the Johnny Gargano version of the Super Kick, where he claps his hands up in the air and then delivers the Super Kick. It's kind of a weird Super Kick in my opinion. The Super Kicks that are in that section where he has to be in the corner to deliver it, there's 4 versions: the Shawn Michaels version, the Alberto Del Rio version, and then the Seth Rollins version. Those other 3 versions connect with the chin, or like the lower jaw. But the Johnny Gargano version, it looks like he steps to the side before delivering the kick, so it looks like it hits like the side of the head. It's kind of a weird animation, but I do like it though. It looks pretty good. It's kind of a different animation. Obviously the New Day logo. Nothing on the side here. I didn't want anything on the side. I could have put something there on the side, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to put Super Kick City. I didn't want to put Sparks. I think it's just better blank. Nice knee pads also. I think I like the color that this whole attire brings out. Had a nice sleeve right there with some nice wrist and finger tape, which I didn't point out, but yeah. Also some body hair, which I'm not sure if I used a whole lot during this Caw Creations showcase series, but yeah. And I know I haven't used this before. I don't wear a whole lot of flannel or any flannel at all in real life, so I never thought about putting them on my guys, but for some reason it just works out for Riley. The flannel looks good. Got Spark Bros written on the back of it. Like I said, Jeff Sparks being the guy that wears shirts, Riley being the guy that wears jackets. Looks good. I do like how it looks. I think it came out really well. Now, the second attire, of course, pink, blue, and black. Same in tights, but instead of Super Kick City going around the border, it just says the Spark Bros. Jeff and Riley Sparks, the Spark Bros. No more sleeve this time around, just some normal wrist and finger tape. New Day logo right there. It's another line going down the middle instead of just one line. Going good though, going good. Like I said, tassels. These tassels are a little bit more subtle. Kind of more subtle looking. They're not as big and not as much volume, not as eye-catching, but still look nice. Especially when he delivers the super kick. Still look nice. Nice knee pad as well. A little bit small, a little more form-fitting. Still do like how they came about. Now the entrance attire, like I said, jackets, and more jackets. Got the black, pink, and blue. This is that one jacket that I don't really love because black looks gray, but I decided to use it anyway. On the back it just says Spark Bros, Jeff and Riley Sparks, the Spark Bros, the Spark Brothers. With the logo right there for all of you guys to see. And yeah, that is Riley Sparks. I do like how this tag team came out this year. They came out looking better than I think they did last year. And I really do like how they looked. I like them. Jeff and Riley Sparks, the Spark Bros, looking pretty good. So that's the Spark Bros. We've talked about the Warriors as well. Now let's move on to our next tag team, and let's move on to Zach Wolf and Pain. Let's move on to Death's Bounty. Alright guys, so here is Zach Wolf. Now, I don't like looking at this card, guys. I really don't like looking at this card, not in this format. You guys probably know, if you guys were around my channel last year when I made the 2k18 Caws on stream, For a lot of those Caws, I would make the Caw, do the entrance, the victory, the move set, and then I would play a match just to see how everything looked and make sure it all look as good as it can. And that's what I do this year. I made the Caw, and I didn't like how the Caw looked, but playing a match with him, he does look really good. It's just looking at him like this, I really don't like it. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. It plays into the whole Death's Bounty idea, but I don't know. Looking at it like this, I just don't like it. Maybe it's too much red. Maybe that's what I did. But I don't know. Looking at it in the ring, it looks fine. I like how it looks. But looking at it in this mode where I can edit things and change how it all looks, I don't know. It's just something about it. Wow, he looks really creepy and lights off. Alright, I didn't know that. So here is Zach Wolf, guys. I gave him the same finishing move as last year, which is the handspring cutter / the Oz cutter / lethal injection. Springboard cutter from the ropes right there. New face paint this year, that's Papa Shango face paint. DLC last year equals stuff in-game this year. Came out pretty nice. Works with the whole Death Bounty vibe. Now the whole thing I was going for Death Bounty for a while was like trying to combine the ideas of Satanic Cult, Grim Reapers, and I guess maybe a little bit of emo. But I think with Zach Wolf specifically, I think it worked out. I think Pain's face paint looks a little bit more like the Satanic Cultist thing, and I was trying to find a happy medium. But I still like how it looks. So here is the rest of the attire. Now, because I didn't like this attire when I made it, I only gave Zach and Pain both one attire. This is a little bit more of a quicker one, because I just don't know what to do. I'm stumped, guys. I don't know what I want to do for the second attire for Pain or Zach Wolf. I'm just not sure. There's stuff I could do. I just don't know what to do. I'm not sure. Whatever I've tried hasn't looked good, and I just don't know, guys. So for Zach Wolf and Pain, only one attire. For the current moment. I might add another one. I probably will eventually once I get an idea, but for the moment, only one. So I gave Zach this nice sleeve, wrist, finger, elbow pad. Nice logo right there. That was a good get. I got that off CC. That was a good thing I could find. Looks nice. And we have gore written on the back with this nice blood splatter. Can't really see it when you zoom out because there's a lot of red on the camo right there. But yeah, still looks nice. Still looks nice. Knee pads and boots. I don't know why those X's are there, honestly. I don't know why I put those there, but I like they look nice. Now here is the entrance attire for Zach Wolf. Nice hoodie. Death's Bounty written on the back with that nice red skull. Looking really, really nice. Now I'm not, like I said, I'm not like a huge fan of looking at this Caw in this mode, but during the match, it does look nice. And like I said, I already did give Zach Wolf the finishing move he had last year, the handspring cutter, the Oz Cud lethal injection, which for Zach Wolf will be called Bounty Collected. Alright guys, so that's it for Zach Wolf. Like I said, only one attire, so it's a little bit quicker. Now let's move on to his tag team partner, his fellow bounty hunter, I guess. His fellow death worshipper. Let's move on to Pain. Let's move on to the big guy. Alright guys, so here is Pain, the big guy. I feel like Pain came out maybe more muscular than actually any other bigger guy that I've had. Pain came out more muscular. He's got those nice big straps. He's got definition in the shoulder. He's got those abs. He's got those rock hard sixers. Oof. I think he came out more muscular. And I realize this now that both Pain and Zach Wolf have the same haircut. Did not realize that beforehand. Alright, that's interesting to know though. So here's the face paint for Pain. Zach Wolf it's a little bit more reminiscent of the Grim Reaper kind of idea, while I think Pain is digging more into the satanic cultist thing, which isn't a bad thing. It's just I was trying to find a medium between those kind of things, and I couldn't find a medium this year. Last year was, I think I found the appropriate medium, but I wanted to change it up this year, and I couldn't find a good medium. But I did find good face paint regardless. By the way, if you're curious, this is Ascension face paint. I think this is like Connor face paint. Don't hold me to that though. I don't remember, to be honest. I never knew their names. I knew Connor and Victor, but I could never like distinguish Connor from Victor most of the time. I never remembered their names as individual people. So here is the whole attire. Very basic, very black. I didn't want to add in a whole lot of color here because I feel like he's supposed to be the bigger guy, and the bigger guy doesn't have to be so flashy, doesn't have to be super colorful. It's just straight to the point. He gets in that ring and he will kill you brutally. It's not going to be a pretty good sight, but he'll do it. He'll do it quickly, kind of, sort of, quickly for him, about 20 years for you. Nice elbow pad and wrist tape. Here you guys see the trunks. Nice red skull. The red skull that made an appearance on Zach Wolf's jacket. And we still have the gore written on the back. Very nice. This time you can actually see it because there's no red anywhere. Nice logo though. I don't know where that's from. That looks good. Knee pads and boots. Now same with Zach Wolf. No second attire here. Just one attire. Now it's a hoodie, but I didn't give him a hooded hoodie. I don't know. I like the Randy Orton hoodie. Randy Orton hoodie looks really good. And we have this on the back of it. The logo that made an appearance on Zach Wolf's crotch. Which is a weird correlation. What's on one guy's crotch is on the other guy's back. It's a weird correlation. But I'm not going to focus on that right now. So yeah guys, here is Pain. I did give him the same finisher that I gave him last year, the choke slam, which I'll be calling Death's Deliverer. Works out pretty well. And I did give them also the same tag team finishing move, which is the powerbomb elbow drop combination. I might change that into a powerbomb leg drop combination, but yeah, powerbomb elbow drop combination looks pretty good. So yeah guys, that is Pain. That's Zach Wolf. That is Death's Bounty. Now let's move on to our next tag team. Let's move on to Adam Austin. And let's move on to Jacob Buck. Let's move on to Team Respect.
Can you deal with that?
Alright guys, so here is one half of Team Respect. Here is Jacob freaking Buck. Here's his face. I feel like his face came out a little bit more monolithic this year. Maybe it's those cheekbones. Same haircut with the shave designs, because that's just a new feature in this year. Very nice, very nice. Still got the Batman tattoo on the back. Looking nice with that. Nice sleeve right there. Elbow pad, wrist, and finger tape. And here are the nice tights. I don't know why I have this arch here. I have the same thing on Adam Austin. Don't know why I have it here. Think it looks good though. Now the first attire of Team Respect is I'm kind of trying to hint back to their time as solo competitors. So Jacob's form of having that is the Jacob Buck logo right there. And you guys will see the other form of me hinting back to his former date of the tag team, the singles wrestler, the singles wrestler with his entrance attire. Here are his boots and knee pads. Now here is his tank top. Here's me hinting back to his time as a singles competitor, Team freaking Respect. As you guys know, before it would have said Jacob freaking Buck, but now it says Team freaking Respect. Nothing on the back of this tank top, just Team freaking Respect right there. And you guys already know that I did give Jacob Buck the same finishing move from last year, the deadlift German suplex, which we've been calling Buck's strength. Now here is his second attire. This one's white on black, more than black on white. And I was trying to go for like that Seth Rollins attire that he had during SummerSlam 2016, 2017. It was the one, I think it was the one he faced Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. I think it was that one. He had like came also very like nice wiry attire. I don't know what the motivation was with that, but that's what I had for inspiration. I didn't do it on such a grand size, I guess. It's not as big as that one, but I still like it. Still think it looks pretty good. Elbow pads right there, and you got Team Respect written across that leg. They're sharing the E in team and the E in respect, which I think looks pretty good. Team Respect right here on the boots. I thought it was too much when I was making the attire, but I think it looks good during the match. During the match, it looks pretty good to have Team Respect written right there twice. I think it looks pretty good. Now the tank top for this just says respect or perish. Obviously that's the tagline of Team Respect. You will respect Jacob Buck and Adam Austin, or you will perish by the hand of Jacob Buck and Adam Austin. Looks pretty nice. I do like how it looks. Nothing on the back of this tank top either. Pretty nice though. I do like the attires that I decided for Team Respect this year. The black and white. I could do some stuff with that. So you guys already know that I gave Jacob Buck the same finishing move as last year, the deadlift German suplex. And yeah, guys. So that's it for Jacob Buck. Now let's move on to his tag team partner, his fellow Respectoneer. Let's move on to Adam Austin.
Can you deal with that?
Alright guys, so here is Adam Austin. Now you guys know that I said that in the first attire I was trying to hint back to their time as solo guys. Now with Adam Austin, I'm hinting back with the boots, which say respect and sanity. As you guys know before, I used to always hint at the insane Adam Austin, that kind of insane nature in him. And I also am hinting back at that with these nice fiery eye logos right here in black and white that were on his trunks before, when I was still going into that insane Adam Austin kind of vibe. Team Respect written cross. Still got these arches here. Don't know why. Just like them. I think they look pretty nice. I think around the time that Team Respect officially formed, I had decided to cut off the full-on beard of Adam Austin, and I trimmed it. So he went from having a full-on Daniel Bryan beard to a Seth Rollins beard. I feel like he came out a little bit more toned, a little bit more not the tone, I'm sorry, a little bit more defined this year. Adam Austin looking a little bit more defined this year. He's been hitting the gym. For definition, you can see the abs now. Here's the shirt. Buck and Austin. Jacob Buck and Adam Austin. Respect or perish. Very nice. Now, I didn't mention this with Jacob Buck. I was waiting till Adam Austin. But I did give them a new tag team finisher this year. Now, last year, their tag team finisher when they formed was the more bang for your buck. And it was a rolling fireman's carry into a 450 splash into a moonsault. If you guys have not guessed already, it's a move that the Young Bucks use. Very spot fetish. Spot fetish. That's, okay, don't say that quickly. But yeah, I decided to change that this year. And it's now the Tower of Doom Superplex. It's a superplex, but the person that is going to deliver the superplex is being power bombed. So it kind of gives it more pain, I guess. Gives it a little bit more oomph, which I like. I think I can really use that right. I think it looks good too. It's a good move. I think I'm going to be calling it the Tower of Respect, though. Tower of Respect. So yeah, guys, here's the second attire for Adam Austin. Adam Austin has a lot more going on with these lines and whatnot and their connection, but still think it looks pretty good. Going around on the border, it just says respect, perish. Obviously, respect or perish. The tagline of the group, the tagline of the duo, I should say. Boots and knee pads right here. These are Grand Metalik boots, by the way, if anyone's curious. Looking nice. Team Respect written on the back of these boots. Looking pretty nice. I like how they look. Very clean, nice. And I didn't mention it before, I kind of just forgot about it, but Adam Austin's finishing move is still the frog splash from the top rope that we've been calling the 7-star frog splash. Still, that frog splash will be used. You guys can see the shirt right here, respect or perish, the trade line of the group, the trade line, the tagline, whatever you want to call it. And then Buck and Austin written on the back of the shirt. Yeah, and that's Adam Austin. I think he looks really good this year. Team Respect, it's looking really good this year. I like how they came out. I like how the Warriors came out. I like how the Sparklers came out. Death Bounty's probably my least favorite tag team because that's a big problem with them this year. But they still came out looking pretty decent overall. Now, we're going to wrap up this episode by talking about the former Impact Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We've covered the current Tag Team Champions, Jay Bennett and Xavier Blake, but now we got to show off the former champions, the Alliance, Cody Cole and Bobby Brock. Alright guys, so wrapping up this episode with the Alliance, here we have Bobby Brock. Just going to point this out right now, his finishing move is the Brock Lock. The Billy Goat's Curse, if any of you are fans of Colt Cabana, which I believe is who uses the move. Here we have Bobby Brock here. Face is pretty much the same. Gave him the same, like, face paint, I suppose? Like tape underneath the eyes like football players. Although I think it kind of like tried to climb up on the nose there, which is why it looks a little bit weird. But I'm not too worried about it myself. I think it looks still pretty good. Here we have the wrist tape and finger tape, elbow pad, and nothing really else to talk about right there. Here we have the nice trunks, black and white. So the second attire last year was a Batman logo that was red, which was the Red Hood logo, if you guys know that or not. A lot of people don't know that because I don't think Red Hood's a very mainstream superhero, or an anti-hero in that matter, but whatever. And the first attire last year was a Phoenix. And now that's reversed. A Phoenix is the second attire this year, and this logo is a neon version of the Batman Beyond logo, which I actually do like. The logo, Batman Beyond, I don't know too much about it really. But yeah, here is the attire. We got the Alliance written on the back. Of course, the Alliance being Cody Cole and Bobby Brock. Knee pads and boots. Out of curiosity, does anyone else feel like Bobby Brock's thighs are coming out of those knee pads? They look like it's like the knee pads are trying to hold together something that's way too big to be tied down. Those thighs are just too big. Knee pads are working overtime trying to keep those thighs on lockdown. But here's the entrance attire for Bobby Brock, with the first attire at least. Glad I got that new DLC with Jeff Hardy, the Fabulous Freebirds, I think, and Beth Phoenix, because I got this nice Jeff Hardy shirt. And Matt Hardy. I don't know why I said just Jeff Hardy. But it was the Hardy brothers. The Hardy bros. Matt and Jeff. It was Matt and Jeff. I think the Fabulous Freebirds and then Beth Phoenix. I'm not going to say the Hardy brothers anymore. That sounds wrong. They're adults. Alright, so we still have the Batman Beyond logo on the chest right there with the Alliance written on the wings. Looking pretty nice there. Nothing on the back of that, so I'm not going to show it. Here we have the second attire, a little bit more colorful. I decided to give them camo trunks this time around. The Alliance written on the back, and the Phoenix makes its appearance, removed from Jean Grey, right here on the front of those trunks. Nice elbow pad and new wrist tape here. Nice red wrist tape, red outline at least. New knee pads. They're doing a better job than the other ones. The other ones were like really trying to hold those thighs together. These theme pads are form fitting. There's still a lot of thigh action going on down there, but they're doing the better job. Sami Zayn boots came out pretty well. I'm actually really happy with it. Warrior is looking pretty nice this year. Warrior is looking pretty nice. And here we have the jacket for the second attire with the Phoenix on the back. The Phoenix coming off of Jean Grey and pinning itself to Cody Cole and Bobby Brock, pinning itself to the Alliance. That's for any... Does anybody know X-Men? Does anyone like get that reference I just made? I'm gonna feel dumb if that's not a reference that anybody gets. But whatever, not a big deal. I'm used to feeling dumb. Alright guys, so that is Bobby Brock. Of course Bobby Brock is the more technical guy out of the two. I think historically speaking, tag teams in wrestling have been typically, there is a big strong guy, and then there's a tiny faster guy. So there's like a Batista and a Rey Mysterio. Now, this tag team kind of is not really that. I do have those kind of tag teams. Like, that's Jay Bennett and Xavier Blake. That's Zach Wolf and Payne. But this tag team, they're both smaller guys. Bobby Brock being the more technical guy, a little bit more down to earth. And Cody Cole being the more high flyer, shooting star press, his finishing move. A submission, the Brock lock, the Billy Goat's curse, is his finishing move. So it's good to have them here. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for Bobby Brock. And now let's move on to the final guy I'm going to be showing you guys today. Let's move on to Bobby Brock's tag team partner. Let's move on to Cody Cole. Alright guys, so here is our final guy of this episode. Here is the other member of the Alliance, the other member of the former IPW Tag Team Champions. Here is Cody Cole. Now, here we have Cody right here, other member of the Alliance. Give him the same haircut this year. I don't know when this worked out for me. So this is the Seth Rollins haircut, as you guys probably know, but I've said this before. The hair dyeing mechanic has not been working for me. It's been working like in weird spots. It hasn't been working for wherever I paint. I tried it when I made Cody and it actually worked this time, which is fantastic. It's the first time it worked, so I might be able to make Trevor Jericho look like he's supposed to look like last year. But here is the rest of Cody Cole. Still got the neon bat right there. A nice sleeve, Cassius Ohno style. Nice colors. I don't think I've used that sleeve a whole lot this year at all. It's a kind of a shame. It looks really good. I should that color scheme. Wrist and finger tape. Like I said, the black and the white for the trunks with the neon Batman Beyond logo. And it still has the Alliance in a different font given, but still the Alliance written on the back. Here we got the knee pads and kick pads. Now I did say that Cody Cole was the more high flyer of the two, so I thought that kick pads would work for him, and I thought that the knee pads would also look good. So I have the neon Batman Beyond symbol on the knee pads looking good here. And with the kick pads, Cole Creator, which is the name of his finishing move, the shooting star press, called the Cole Creator. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about how it looks. Now I didn't mention this with Bobby, but I'm gonna point it out right now. The finishing move of the Alliance is the The G9. I think that's correct. I think it was a Crime Time finishing move back when they had their run of WWE. It's basically a Samoan drop combined with a neck breaker. Good looking move. Good looking move. Believe it is called the G9 though. In the game it's called G91. I don't know where G92 is, but G91. So here's the tank top for Cody Cole. You guys know I love this tank top, by the way. Once I found this tank top, I just couldn't get over it because I love it. It's a good looking tank top. Still got the neon Batman symbol right there. CC and BB, Cody Cole and Bobby Brock. Obviously what that means, CC BB. Moving on right here to the second attire. Here's where we get the camo trunks here. Still with the Phoenix removed from Jean Grey. Right here. Still have the Alliance here. Different font, a little bit skinnier font, but looking pretty good there. Also have the Phoenix on the elbow pad this time. Looking pretty nice. Thought that was nice to have there. Got some wrist tape. And knee pads, socks, and boots all connecting. Pretty nice. I myself do like it. I think he came out really well this year. I think he looks paler than he did last year, but I'm not too worried about that. I still like it. I think it looks really good, and I'm pretty happy about how Cody Cole came out this year. Here we have the jacket for Cody Cole. A little bit more of a showboat jacket, to be honest. But I do like it. The shoulder pads look nice. Tassels. Tassels are cool. On those little cuffs, you guys see those little, I guess supposed to be fire, I guess? I actually don't know. Just a nice little pattern right there. On the back, the Phoenix, once again. You saw it on Bobby Brock's jacket. Now you see it on Cody Cole's jacket. The Phoenix. Alright, guys. So that is Cody Cole. That is Bobby Brock. I've talked about Cody Cole's finishing move, the Shooting Star Press, called the Cole Creator. I've talked about their tag team finishing move, the G9, G91 specifically. And that's it for us, guys. I've shown you every tag team that I have for Impact Pro Wrestling. Hope you guys could enjoy the episode. Hope you guys could enjoy every tag team that I've showed you, from former tag team champions to tag teams that have not been champions yet, to the current tag team champions. Hope you guys can enjoy all of it. I think that a lot of the cards came out really well. Death's Bounty is probably the card that came out the worst. Payne and Zach Wolf came out the worst, but they don't look bad. You guys already know I don't like looking at Zach Wolf in this format. Looking at Zach in this format doesn't really make me happy visually, but looking at it during a match, it looks right. Looks like it works together with how it is. And it works for the gimmick as well, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the Alliance, with the Spark Brothers, with Death's Bounty, the Warriors, and with Team Respect. I think that this tag team lineup looking very good. And yeah, so just to reorient, guys, like I said, Impact Pro Wrestling will be coming back on the 1st of February. It is the 20th for me, so you guys just have to wait a week and a half, and IPW will be back Thursday, just like it had never left. And you guys can expect a video about that maybe on this coming Wednesday or Thursday. It's just going to be a quick video showing you guys the new show intro, because obviously it's going to be new because I have all new cards that look different. So you guys can expect that. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you guys can enjoy the video, and if you did and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And if you are already subscribed, well, then I still hope you like the video anyway. Hope you guys can enjoy all the content on the channel, whether it's this or Fortnite or Middle Earth or Skyrim or whatever. I hope you guys can enjoy this video as well. I'll see you guys in the next one, whatever the next one may be. And until the next one, peace out.